Squid Game, it's becoming one of the best series on the Netflix platform, and it talks about 456 desperate, indebted people in South Korea who are recruited to compete in a series of childhood games that will basically cost their lives. Like these people went to the game and they got the rules that if they make mistakes, they are going to die. So they agreed to stop playing the game. But after going back to the real world, they decided to come back and play the game, which will cost their lives. Like they really knew they were going to die. So it's like a serious movie, which is gaining momentum, is becoming really popular. But if you look at the movie itself, you can actually compare it to our everyday lives. Like we live in our lives. Like we need to really think about it. Like what is life itself? It's life worth really living, or is life just a game that we are all playing to survive? So let's learn some 20 hard truths from this series. It's gonna be awesome. But before we move on, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, click on the like button, and share this video. So, the first one is don't deal with people who have nothing to lose or nothing to gain. If you look at this old man in the series, he had nothing to lose because he was just about to die. So he felt, okay, this is my last time on earth, so let me use it to play this game. He actually discussed it with his friend, and therefore, like, this is a fun game to watch because they are already at their old age and they have enough worth at their disposal, which they don't know what to do with it. Um, if he dies, uh, he lives like he's going to die no matter what. So he had nothing to lose. So if you look at our life, like it should really tell us that some people that we work with on a daily basis, they have nothing to lose. It's not everything that they say that we should actually pay attention or make it an important priority in our lives. They have nothing to lose. Like, don't deal with those people. They can go heaven and earth to do anything to win, because like they have nothing to lose, even if they have to kill people for their own satisfaction. The next one is you can't always succeed by playing fair. If you look at this our character here, um in one episode that was getting to the last part, he thought like he's playing fair because he knew his opponent that he was playing the game with. He trusted him, he played fair, told him he should give him his marbles so that they will go to the organizers and make their own rules. Unknowingly, his opponent was cheating on him. So in life, you can't always succeed by playing fair. You sometimes need to cheat and win, which is actually bad. So you have to know in life, some people are there, like you having it to play like a fair game with them, but they don't see it that way. They feel like they need to cheat and they will cheat on you to win. So you have to have that mentality that people can always cheat on you. So you think about the possible ways in which they can cheat so that you can beat them in the game of life. The basic solution to all world problem is leadership. Society, in society, we need the right setups, regulation, direction, inspiration, and guidance. If you look at these people, they are so indebted, like they need a place to go, they need someone to really um, pay their debt for them. So they were camped in this location. And if you look at the whole value chain, he had a leader, he had a supervisor, they had guards before they themselves. So the whole game was structured with leadership. The society that they were living in, that is the dorm that they were sleeping in, was really structured with regulation. Every game that they played had rules. If they were able to follow those rules, they move to the next stage of the games. And he had directions. You know you have to do this and do that to play the game. So it, and the cash prize was really like inspiring. It motivated them to really play because they know if they play and they win, they are going to get the money. So the money was an inspiration to them. If you come to the fourth lesson, there is no perfect system, like no perfect place and no perfect environment. No matter how well a system is designed, it will always suffer irregularities. System can be corrupt. You should know that. If you look at this door here, it's programmed to kill anyone that moved when she says red. But if you think and you watch the movie really closely, you realize the old man was the one who built the system. Like they engineered the system, but he was also playing. This should let you know that in life, sometimes you should be doing things with people that know the system, like they are in the system. You should have it in mind. Every institution that you find yourself in, either in government, in either in school, like anywhere you find yourself, business, like sports, everywhere, you should know there are people who have connections in leadership. They are working with those who implement and set the rules you are supposed to follow. So sometimes they'll be fooling around, they'll be joking, they'll be making all sort of like things, and you think like, okay, this is what they are doing. They are my friends. I should do the same things. No, don't follow them. Always put in mind the system is corrupt, and you get people working in the system who are also your colleagues. Like they'll never let you know that they are in the system. So they'll be joking with you. You'll be wasting most of your precious time. Meanwhile, these people already know the rules to the game. Rule number 5: getting a venture started isn't usually difficult, but finding the right people to work with. Gosh, that is the most difficult thing if you are doing a business. It's something we should learn from this game. When you look at the guards here, they were supposed to follow the rules, implement the rules, but you could see some of them weren't actually implementing the rules. They weren't making the venture grow because they were still in vital organs, which could lead to tracing back to where the game was being played. Secondly, they were sharing most of the next game where the doctor was helping them remove the organs they were selling. So building a venture as a businessman, as a startup owner, you should know like the most difficult thing is not starting. You can start, you have the vision, you have the mission, you have the zeal, you have the passion. But getting the right people to work with, that's the most difficult thing here right now. That is what you have to know. Working with people, it's really really difficult. You never get people who are like 100%. No. Number 6: there's no clear assured certain way of making it in life. Like these people were in the real world, they were suffering, they were in debt. Like they got an invitation to come and play this game to get money, and they thought like it was a clear way to make it in life. Like I'll play this game, I'll win, I'm not gonna lose anything, or anybody is gonna get hurt. But unknowingly, gosh, they were going to die. So you should put it in mind as you are living this life. There is no clear way. You should always pray to the God that you believe in and live a just life, knowing this is the life you are living. Enjoy every moment, enjoy with your loved ones. Rule number 7: don't despise others because of what they don't have. Don't be too quick to also accept people of what they have. If you look at the game very clearly, the lead character he got an invitation from this guy to come and play a game because the guy should prove to him, okay, when I slapped you and you won the game, I gave you the money. So that means if you come and play this ultimate game, as I promised and I fulfilled it, I'm going to give you the money. But that wasn't the case. He had hidden motive. He had agendas. Like, you don't always have to be too quick to accept people's invitation or when they say they are going to help you or something. Like, you have to take your time, analyze the whole situation, get their motives, what really drives them, what is their ambition to helping you. Like, some people are really selfish in life. They'll help you to gain glory. They'll help you, and at the end of the day, you are going to lose like a bigger fold of what you had. Your loved ones are going to die and stuff. People have really dark hidden motive. You don't have to be quick to accept. And I'm not saying there are no people there who have good intentions to help others, but you always have to be careful in the help you accept from others. And rule number 8, the person who brings you joy will be the same to bring you sadness. Often, like, it's not choice, it's the circumstance around them that that makes them this way. If you look at our third lead character and the lead character, they were like, I would not say like friends, they were, I would say, family, and they were playing the game. Like, they used to share memories together. But when it reached the final stage and they were to fight together, like, it wasn't really a good thing. Like, because one needed to die. It was very, very difficult. One needed to die. So sometimes you should know, like, the persons who bring you joy, the person you share your thought with, you share your secret with, you share your happiness, you share like everything you have in life with them. Maybe those who bring you like real sadness in life. So it's not them. It's not them. They can be in a compromised situation which will make them do whatever to survive. Yeah. So you should always put into mind, like, in this life, the people who are around you when they are in some situation will care about they themselves first before they think about you. That is something you should put it in mind. These two characters are really something in the game that should make you think about life. Like, when choosing a partner, you should choose a very, very well. Like, you should be careful about the partner you choose. When they were to play the marble games, they became partners, and like, it really speaks volume because one needed to die. And what happened? Because one partner really understood the potential of her friend. She was like, if I die, you have a reason to leave. Not everyone can do this. Not everyone. Sometimes not even our moms, not even our dads. So choosing a partner, you should be really careful about the partner you choose. You should ask yourself, in times of trouble, is this person really ready to die for me? And can they give their life to me? Like, can they fight for me? That should be something you should ask yourself. The next one is making decision is the most difficult thing to do. He played the game. They decided not to play. But coming back and thinking about life situation, things that they were going through, people asking them for their loans, the loan that they took, life being so hard on them. Like, I'm seeing the danger in this game. It was really, really difficult. But he decided to go back and play the game. And even after going through all the necessary games that he needed to play and won the money, he decided, no, I needed to put a stop to this crazy game. He took a bold decision which was very difficult at the end to go back and fight these people. So sometimes having decisions in life are really difficult. You don't know what to do. You don't know what to say. It's really, really difficult. You should know in life, decisions don't come easy. So if you are making decisions, you should really, really put thought. Like the thinking process should be much for you to know that the decisions you are taking, it's not going to affect you and your generations to come. Everything we do in life has consequences. These people chose to play game, and the game had a consequence that every mistake they make, they are going to die. So you should know in life, every decision you make, every action you take, every step has consequences. Like there are results, there are end results in every decision you make. And not only you, but those around you, it affects them. So in life, you should learn that you shouldn't make decisions, you shouldn't take actions if you don't really know the results. Like you should really think about every decision you make. In life, you should know there are no useless people. No matter what a person is, they can still be resourceful. Even though our character here was really annoying, you could see he was useful to his team. Like he had a sense of leadership, he had a sense of direction, he had a sense of courage. And it's something you should know in life that no one is useless. People come in this world in many forms, and sometimes you may not really expect it, but they come in so many forms that will help us in life. So you shouldn't look at anybody as a useless person. In rule number 14, the world runs on principle of competition for survival. If you look at this game, it's a game of survival. Someone needs to die for you to progress to the next stage. You could see there are 456 participants. At the end of the day, it was only one person who made it. So you should know in life, everything you do is based on competition. Life is a game of competition. You compete from the day you were born to the day you die. You should put that in mind that everything you are doing, someone is competing with you, knowingly or unknowingly. Rule number 15, everything is possible when there is money. Never, never underestimate people who have money. They can do anything they want. They can decide to be wicked, they can decide to be good, they can decide to set up social amenities in the communities in which they live in. If you see someone having money, you should really, really know that they can do anything. Money opens doors. It's something you should know. Rule number 16. Sometimes people disappoint you, not because they are bad. It's not always when people disappoint you, you think, oh, this person is a bad person, or this person is a wicked person, and you go around, spoiling them, saying all sorts of things about them. You should know people are not like bad, but sometimes it's circumstance that make them so. Our two characters in front here, they play the game, they were friends, but when it reached the time for one person to die, the circumstance surrounding it made one betray the other. So you should know it's sometimes circumstance that make people really bad. So it's not always that you have to neglect friends or cut off friends because they made a bad decision. No, you should know it's some circumstance that made it so. So you should look for ways in which you avoid those circumstances in the near future. And rule number 17, it's not possible for all of us to succeed, even if we have the same opportunity. Like 156 people were given the same opportunity to compete for a grand prize. But then everyone survived. It was only one person who survived. That means they all died. You should know in life, sometimes you go to school, you are 10 or 20 in class. By the end of the day, after you are done with college, you are done with university, it's only a handful that succeed in the real world. So you should know sometimes you might be given the same opportunity, but not everyone will succeed. It's something you should know in real life. In this life, don't trust absolutely, like, and don't mistrust also entirely. Our lead character here thought the old man was a good person. He's playing the game, he's very old, so he trusted him, he wanted to help him throughout the whole journey. But unknowingly, he was the one who set up the game to kill people. So in this life, you don't have to trust anybody completely, and you also don't have to mistrust like anyone entirely, because you don't know. Maybe looking at the game, how the lead character helped the old man a lot. Maybe he also helped him at the back, even though he wasn't fair to him. So that should let you know you don't have to trust completely, but you don't also have to mistrust completely. And rule number 19, you should always know intelligence. Intelligence, it wins over strength. Many people thought they had strength doing all sorts of things, but when this guy realized, when I lick the candy, it makes it wet, and I can easily remove my umbrella from it, like, it was really key. It saved a lot of people. So in life, you shouldn't think because you're having strengths you can do so many things. You should always seek knowledge and become intelligent, because intelligence can take you to places, can let you do so many things. You know, your intelligence can turn you to a billionaire within the shortest possible of time. It's something you should always put in mind, like intelligence rules over everything. It rules over strength. And rule number 19, the world is not totally screwed. You can always find hope in humanity. Our lead character here, even though he got the money, he could use it for like everything himself. But he decided to go back and fight the institution that established the game. You could see he's not selfish at all. He really wants to help the next batch of people who don't have knowledge about this game, but are going to like ignorantly accept the invitation and put their whole life at risk. This should tell you humanity, it's not entirely screwed up. We have people who are always there to help us. This is the 20 things we can learn from the game and use it to solve our everyday life. If you really enjoy it, don't forget to subscribe, share, click the notification bell icon, and also like. Thank you very much for coming, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Thanks.